I like that. Hey, round of applause for my engineer, Steve, in the room. Always keeping it fun for Stash Nation. Apparently, I'm the only one who's applauding for you, Steve. Okay? I love you, brother. And I love you, Stash Nation, for hanging out. We're getting all smart and stuff. It's year-end tax planning. Well, man, Steven Wendroff, CPA. You can catch him at stevewcpa.com. And where are you located, Steve? This is one of my favorite parts about your story.
So we're located on the corner of Washington and Park. This used to be the old Frank the Train building.
Which is different than Frank the Tank for all you old-school movie fans.
Exactly. So if you ever drive by our building, it's shaped like a train. And if you have enough energy, you can walk behind the building, and it's a big mural that was done by a world-famous painter of the train. And we get people from all over the country that have been to train shows that heard about our building and stop by and take a look at it. And my wife is an interior decorator, so she added all the train stuff inside to the building to keep that same flow going.
That's awesome. So behind the building, is there a mural, or is there a person, an older lady named Muriel?
Nah, it's a mural. It's a painting.
I'm giving myself a point for that. Okay, so let's do this. There was a couple things that we didn't, maybe you might say, finish out on, right? So final thoughts, and one of the main ones was gifting for you, because this is a huge piece of the year-end tax plan, right?
Correct. So this is the time to take a look at your financial situation, and there's definitely some advantages to gifting before the end of the year. You're entitled to gift up to $14,000 per recipient. So if you have a child, you and your wife could each gift $14,000. And if you have several children, you could gift each one of them $14,000 each. One of the biggest advantages of gifting is if your net worth estate is extremely high, say over $5 million, this is one tool to get money out of your estate while you're living. Because once you pass away, unfortunately the government double dips and takes all that money you've earned and could tax you as high as 35% on some of that income in excess of $5 million. Another part of that could be taking a look, if you have real estate holdings, to set up a family partnership. There's a lot of advantages to set up family partnerships, not only for gifting and estate purposes, but for shifting income to your children at a lower tax bracket. And Jesse could probably help you with some of the mechanics of the real estate and forming the partnerships.
Yeah, and I don't even know if there's any more possible tax strategy we can cram into this hour, because you absolutely throttled it for us. So let me offer the listeners a couple resources you're going to want to be able to get your hands on. The first one is the 9 must-haves for business owners. The second one is the 7 must-haves for personal returns. And again, this is, you got like, a week and a half, 2 weeks left to be able to get all these ducks lined up in their row. So to grab those, go to our website. It's thegreenhousegroupinc.com/year-end tax plan. Okay, and Steven's done a solid for us at cooking up some of those PDFs I'm going to have downloadable for you, along with some explanation. But the truth is, Steven, they're probably going to want to get in touch with you, and the best way for them to do that immediately is either through your website, which is stevewcpa.com, or they're going to call you at 619-295-2637. But you also got a nifty little newsletter, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a great newsletter that we put out once a month. And you could go to our website, like Jesse mentioned, Steve at stevewcpa, or that's my email, I'm sorry. So it's to our website, and on there's an icon where you could click to join the newsletter. And we'd love to be able to send you that.
Yeah, I know. I got that newsletter. It's got cool stuff. It's got even some fun stuff in there too. You kind of keep it light and levitous. But so also little bragging here in order, my friend. Finalist, healthiest company in San Diego. Top 3 sole proprietorships in San Diego. You guys are kind of doing big things over there.
Yeah, I'm very proud of being one of the healthiest companies in San Diego. We have a great staff. I have a staff of 12 people, super healthy. We usually order food out once a week, every couple weeks, and keep it healthy. Everybody kind of has that culture to eat right, get good sleep, exercise, and we've been very honored and blessed to be nominated as one of the healthiest companies in San Diego. In addition to that, we are one of the larger sole proprietorships in San Diego. We're very proud of that. It's been built over 30 years. Nothing happens overnight. We're kind of turtles. We just keep growing and growing, inch by inch, and very proud of my staff and everybody that's helped me accomplish to get to that point.
Now, I love that thought. So gang, if you're like me, you know that how people behave when no one's looking is the same type of cultural experience that you're going to experience when someone is looking. So if you're the top, healthiest company in San Diego, probably means the experience of working with the gang over there at Steve's shop is probably going to be an enjoyable one. And if you're wrapping up here for year-end tax strategy, you got a little bit of time left. Give Steven a call. Again, that number one last time, 619-295-2637. And a great way to get started is to get those PDFs. So again, one last time, thegreenhousegroupinc.com/year-end tax plan. Steven, appreciate you so much, man. Seriously. This is great. One of the greatest shows we had was when you were first on. I think you might have actually topped it here with this. So, Stash Nation, appreciate you guys for hanging out. And stick around. We'll be back for our second hour coming up right after this. So we'll be right back.